everybody, so glad you're here, so glad to be here. I took an Uber to get here tonight, and my driver talked to me the entire way. It's so annoying, isn't it? The whole ride, he was like, "This is not an Uber," and "Get out of my car," and 1 star. But sometimes we feel the need to talk to our Uber driver sometimes, don't we? But why is it the only thing we can think of to say is, "So, how long have you been driving for Uber?" That's really hard to ask without it coming across like, "So, when did you give up?" But I am white, and my name is Dylan White, but I spell it differently. The privilege is silent. When my daughter was born, it was great. She was in the NICU. Okay, that's not the great part. But when you have a baby who's in the neonatal intensive care unit, you have to buzz in to let the nurses know which baby you're there to see. And without thinking, I went up and said, "Hi, I'm here to see the white baby." So now I'm on a list. I'm white on the spectrum, okay? On a scale of 1 to "my name is Karen and I'd like to talk to the manager," I'm at about "my dancing skills peaked with the Cabbage Patch." But I have a friend who is so white. Thanks. She's on the scale where she decorates with words. Yeah, she invited my wife and I over for dinner, and we went over to her place, and on her front door it said "home." The kitchen said "cook." The dining room said "eat." The family room said "gather." I was afraid to go in the bathroom. I didn't know what said in there. I'm like, am I on Sesame Street? Why is every room labeled? Do you get up in the morning and go, "Who are all the people in these pictures?" "Oh, family, okay. What do I do here? Live, laugh, love." Got it, okay. She made us a white dinner, too. She brought out what she called a charcuterie board. Charcuterie. We're getting just a board of cutie sharks. She brings out this thing that just looks like she'd made sandwiches, left them in the kitchen, and brought us what was left over. This isn't dinner, these are droppings for the dog. I gotta figure that's how the charcuterie board was invented. Back in France, there was some sandwich shop, and they had a dinner rush, and they ran out of ingredients, and the head chef comes in and says, "Chef, the most famous food critic in all of France is here to review you, and he wants something special." And the chef is like, "Sacre bleu! What will we do? I know, take all of these pieces of meat and cheese and arrange them neatly with frilly toothpicks. Give him grapes for some reason and some pâté. But chef, for a sandwich shop, we need bread. Give him the crusts, tell them they're crackers. But chef, we're out of plates. Give it to him on the cutting board for all I care. Chef, he's going to know these are scraps. Not if we charge 50 francs and give it a fancy name. Now go!" I'm thinking about it though, labeling every room actually kind of makes sense to me because I'm getting older and my memory isn't what it used to be either. I'll walk, here's the thing, I don't forget things, just my brain doesn't let me remember them anymore. The information's up there, it's just not giving me the password to the file. I'll walk into a room and I'll be like, "What did I walk into this room for?" My brain will be like, "I know," and I'm like, "What is it?" "I'm not telling you." "Go back in the other room, that'll help you remember." Okay, and I'll go back in the other room and I'll go, "What did I walk into this room for?" And I'll be going back and forth for 5 minutes, and all my brain is doing is going, "Flintstones, meet the Flintstones." My brain is a jerk, okay? All the other organs of my body are invested in keeping me alive. My lungs are like, "Let's breathe in oxygen." My heart is like, "Let's pump that oxygen to the rest of your body." My stomach is like, "Let's turn food into fuel." And my brain is like, "Drive into that pole." These are what are called intrusive thoughts. You've probably had these. If you've ever been driving down the street, you're coming up to an intersection, and a crosswalk is there, and 4 people in the crosswalk, and instead of saying "stop," your brain goes 40 points. Anyway, just be kind to one another. That's what I want to leave you with right now, because you don't know the struggles people are going through. Because you could meet someone tomorrow who has lost their job. You could meet somebody who has lost a loved one. You could meet my Uber driver. You don't know. My name is Dylan White. Thank you all so much.